Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Seablock Rustic Waters. It's been some time, and I think we need to get back into this. So as you can tell, I'm still in my base. Things are still going. My weirding gadget stopped. I had been away for so long due to the holidays, which, yeah, we still have a Christmas tree going on in there. But I've been busy nonetheless. So if you look at the quest book here, I've got a ton of stuff going on. Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've done a bunch of stuff as it is, but I found that there was a slight problem up at the surface. Don't get me wrong, things are working as intended, but of course with the lack of chunk loading, things didn't go as well as I had hoped, but I now have, well over 1,500 monies, which is pretty darn good in my mind, but it needs to be more, and we need to have, my limiting factor up there right now is power. Right now, those two little windmills are just not enough. I need to generate more. So therefore, I'm going to try and progress a bit through some of the quests. I mean, I already did these. They were just a bunch of crafting. And I figure, you know what, you guys really probably done with seeing me using crafting grids at this point. So I did a bunch of them. And I did some of this stuff here. I didn't really need to do these ones, because if you look on this one here, it kind of takes you through the creosote line, and then, now they're going to give you up and stuff. This here is probably going to be important for switching out so that we don't have to use this method anymore. No more of the, what do you call it? Where the sluicing stuff. Yeah, no, it basically replaces that. And in effect, will also garnish us more of these little things, ember shards, which I think might be the next energy source. I don't really know how fast we'll be going through it with the new energy source, because I started looking at producing energy. And in order to do so, I needed to actually complete some of the previous stuff over here. So I did exactly that so that I could. And this is another method, I believe, for also producing auto-sluicing stuff. And look, it even has the little weirding gadget item there. But I'm going to be trying to get through this. And yes, I did not claim any of these. I wanted to show you that, these are the items specifically that I had done. And it was basically, all it was just a bunch of crafting of stuff I already had. So there's nothing really lost there. But if we start at this one and work our way through, then it should also help us to progress with understanding on how the power is going to be made. Now, ideally, I want to make it up at the surface. But I don't know how it's going to work yet. I've never tried assembling this thing. So I was kind of thinking I might try assembling it out here or something like that. And then if I can get it working, maybe I'll move it upstairs. Or if it's just not going to work, then I leave it down here. But either way, this is the engineering area. And I kind of figured we could do it here. I could try and do it up here, but obviously we've got the Glacial portal. I could put it up on the top level, but that one's just a very dangerous level in general with all the wires. So I figured, well, might as well try it down here. If anything, I might be able to plug into the existing system. We'll find out. So let's get into trying to make a little bit of power. We're going to start at the top here, your first generation. It's time to start producing your power generation equipment. To begin, you will use an ember energy generator to create between 128 and 512 RF per tick using embers and coolant, which I hope this will work. I never actually have produced purified water automation as of yet, so that might be something I need to do separate. But currently I need about, I think it's somewhere near 300 RF per tick at the surface. So this seems about right at the very least. I mean, I also have the windmills going on as well, which should be giving me a little bit at least. And it gives me a machine blueprint as well. So I'm going to take this because I think I'm going to need that. And in fact, I want to take a look at it. Let's see this little sucker. Oh, it's actually kind of cute. No idea. But I made all these things. I've got almost everything in my inventory that I made for all these quests. There's a lot of them. Yes, there's a lot of crafting. There's actually a few hours worth of crafting, and all it was crafting grids. I was not going to record that. I was determined. So let's continue on down here. Control your currents. You should already be familiar with using the water pump and embers receptor to power your multi-block. Actually, I'm not. Technically, I'm not, because I didn't actually build this other machine in there, as it was the same system used for your ember ore factory, which I didn't really build that either. I've been kind of like going around things at my own my own pace. Perhaps your reservoir holds the water needed as well. It should, I think. Tip, slap a fluid dial on your fluid input hatch to view the contents. And it gets me one of those. I'll take it. So I made this already, and we're going to continue on pure or convenient. If you choose to automate your purified water production back when you, if you chose, not choose, back when you gained access to the fluid funnel, then you may want to use that as coolant instead of plain water. Purified water uses half the millibuckets and produces twice as much RF per tick compared to plain water coolant. Ew. I could probably do something like that, pretty basic. Tip, slap an ender dial on your ember input hatch to monitor its contents. Yes, we will claim this as well. And then this here, remember you can view the diagram and parts for the schematic multi-block by using the blueprint in your hand. The diagram for the ember energy generator does not show the two current transformers that are placed on the leftmost and rightmost blocks of the machine. Oh, these are actually part of it? That is so strange. All right, we get a couple of receptors. I'm going to need those. So when I look at this thing, they basically go here. Here, I'll turn it. They go here and here is what it appears, I'm guessing. I don't think that it goes on either side like this. Pretty sure it goes on either side like this. It's kind of weird, but I guess I couldn't get it to render in the image. Especially since those are just like power transformers. I mean, it just transforms power like up a step or down a step or something like that, from like low to medium or something. Anyway, shard values. The ember energy generator requires 20 ember value each second. Ember value? What? How much is an ember value? Because that's a lot. There are 3 types of ember chunks. Each tier provides slightly more ember value in the activator. Ember shards can be crafted into ember crystals for more efficiency, but ember clusters can only be obtained from the ember quarry. Okay, so an ember shard, the really tiny ones, like the little fragment of one of these bigger ones, gives 200. So if that's 20 a second, then that's like 10 seconds worth for one. It's actually not going to last very long. Ember crystal, 2400. That's one of these, and that's a bit more. That's definitely a bit more. It takes 9 of these to make one of those and some purified water. So that's an automated system. And then ember cluster, I think it's cluster, is even more than that, which I don't have that set up either. So it's actually more efficient for the higher stuff, I think. Because yeah, 10, 11, 12 times as much for one of these, which is actually 9 ember shards. That's not bad. It's just the crafting of them. Anyway, it gives some fluid pipes. Let's claim that, go back, and we'll continue on here. Connecting the noobs. Nubs, sorry. You will gain access to more advanced wires and conduits later. Until then, craft connectors and wire coils to transfer energy by linking them with a hammer. You can also use capacitors to transport RF per tick. Click the size of the capacitor with the engineer's hammer to configure its I/O. Right, and it gives me an LV capacitor, which it is low voltage, but I converted everything to high voltage upstairs, but I'll still take it. Do I have enough space in my inventory? It's running out quickly, very quickly. You will gain access to more advanced wires and conduits later. Wait, I just read that. Sorry. Continuing on, shard values. Now that you're producing power, there are a couple things you'll want to decide the priority on. And this is assuming that I have this set up right now, which I don't, but I want to know what I'm in for before I do set this up. You can begin aquaculture for farm automation. It's like, here, get a power base set up before you actually start building an auto farm. You can power the fermenter, core sample drills, and pump checks needed to get oil refining underway. You can now charge power cells, which will fuel your submarine, the Seamoth, your ticket to exploring the dungeons and ruins around the ocean. Oh wow, yeah, I probably should have done this a long time ago. I don't actually want the fermenter projector right now, so I'm just going to leave that. The projector you receive can display a diagram of the fermenter multi-block to build when you click it on the ground. The fermenter creates ethanol from different veggies, most efficient of which is corn. You will need a constant supply of ethanol for your oil processing, so it is advised you start fermenting corn now. But I'm not going to click on that one either because I don't need the book yet. Build the fermenter, set up your corn crops, and start pumping the power. You have made the first step to mid-game automation. To celebrate, take this hub expansion key and make room for your new setup. Wait, hub... What? There's no... I think that's a typo. And it's expansappen. I think there was one here originally, but that was changed. Connecting... I'm still going to say the noobs, because that's just more fun than saying connecting the nubs. So I'm kind of thinking... This thing's really gonna chonk through the ember shards, but I don't really need many of them. I'm gonna save a stack. Yeah, all these quests are just like, oh, I must, you know, finish. And this is the old stuff that I still haven't set up yet either. How pathetic is that, right? It's terrible. Oh, and I have another ATM machine down here, so that just in case if I have stuff that I need to like access down here and change my monies into other monies, then I can do so. Hello, Sharko. Whoa, bye. So that I don't have to go all the way to the surface to do it. They sadly don't actually connect like in a banking system remotely. And let's actually jump up to the surface. And they are separate machines altogether. So at the very least, it allows you to exchange your money. But that's about it. Alright, and here I am at the surface. It's nighttime and raining. I think I've got a bed out here somewhere. It's very cold while it's nighttime, and I will freeze very quickly. I expanded this little area out here with the expectation... There's a bed. Expectation that I would be, you know, expanding a power source out onto this area here. I think that's appropriate. Also, I changed the one probe to be in the top middle, and I think that's fine, especially since it's transparent, but boy, when I look at something like this, it really just fills up the screen with information that I don't really need. It'd be nice if I could turn it so that if I sneak, it would show that stuff. Anyway, let's put this thing in my hand and see if we can assemble this. So we're going to need a machine controller. Oh, do I even have a machine controller? Shoot. Alright, well, I'm going to need multiple things. One tiny energy output hatch. If you hear snoring in the background, that's one of my pugs. Doing that exactly right now. 2 current transformers, which I have. 1 small fluid input hatch I have. Ember receptor. Huge ember input. So I need to go back down and get a machine controller. Shoot. I thought that the quest would prepare me 100% for all the items that I need, but I guess not. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. I now have all that I should need for the moment. I do anticipate I will be going back down again. Why? Because I'm a derp like that and I don't have automatic teleportation going yet. Maybe when I get enough money I can buy myself one of those ender books or something. But, let's see. So first thing I'm supposed to put down is a couple of these things on either side of it. Right? Are they the same on either side? No, they're not. Maybe I should have it facing the direction I want it to face first. And then place them. So this is the middle. It's only a 3-block wide structure. There we go. And then I'm going to need that machine controller, bottom center. And then we'll need normal item input here. Normal item output? Or was it the tiny energy? Oh, let's find out. I think it's the tiny energy. Yep. And then what else? Oh, and I need that giant eyeball one. Where is it? Huge ember input. Goes there. Structure found none. Status missing structure. Alright, fair enough. Oh, and it said something in the instructions about this. Let's go back. Was it here? Perhaps your reservoir. No, that's not it. Back here. Nope, that wasn't it either. Oh, here it is. By using the blueprint in your hand, the diagram for the ember energy generator does not show the 2 current transformers that are placed on the leftmost and rightmost blocks of the machine. Wait, on them. That's not on them. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna freeze to death. Maybe these are supposed to go here and here. Still no. Ember energy Missing structure. No, that's still not it. Let me go warm up, and I will take another look at this. Aha! It's this, the receptor that I'm totally forgetting about in there. I should have checked the list. It even shows it right there. Okay. Yep. So I need the ember receptor, which should go on there. I warmed up a little bit. It's not like I'm super toasty or anything. There we go. And if I click on this, missing structure. No, still not it. Maybe these do go on the sides now. And not where I put them. Difficult to say. It does say on the sides, but I mean, maybe that just means like on the outside sides. I don't know. Let's see. Missing structure, etc. Where'd my... Did it eat? Oh no, there it is. Ember energy generator, structure found none, status missing structure. Right. Am I supposed to click on it with a hammer or something? Let's go back here. Remote blocks of the machine. And it doesn't really say much about it here. That's interesting. Click the sides of the capacitor with the engine. Oh no, this just talks about how to connect power to stuff. I'm familiar with that. Let's move this torch out the way here. I'm gonna freeze to death again. Oh my gosh. Alright, well let's see here. It's still not finding it. So do I need to like do something? Wait, do I have options? Sneak to freeze the current preview to be able to preview it in world. Can I do this and like remove that one and then place it here? There we go. I'm gonna go warm up again. Be right back. Okay, so this is not the right input. That is the problem. What is it expecting here? It says here, small fluid input hatch. Oh, I didn't realize I had a second one of those. Something else in my inventory. Alright, so now when I click on this, put this in there, it still says it's the wrong structure. That's fine. Because I could try putting these on top there again. One more time. For good luck, right? Let's see. Hey, that looks right. Yes, missing fluid input. Yes, it needs fluids, which I will have to bucket. Do I have any buckets with me? I might have one inside. I do, just for this occasion. Actually, let's grab both. And I don't have access to water right there, so I can just grab some from there. And as it's nighttime, I'm gonna go do a sleep quick so that I don't freeze to death like I am constantly right now, because I kept forgetting to wear my warm clothes upstairs. Alright, let's see here. This is energy. This is an ember dial. That's huge ember input. What was this? Which one was the other one? Fluid dial. There we go. I can click on that. And I can put water in here. And then, can I click on this one? Oh wow, that can hold 32 buckets at a time. That might be worth making a pump and having that coming over here. If it's... The pump could be powered. And I could just pull straight from... Heck, it could pull straight from right here. Just output into it. That might be pretty good. And then this is the energy. So what is... Well, I stand under here, because under here counts as warm area. As you notice my temperature going up, because I'm underneath a block. If I look here, and I bring this up, I need to find out what one gave the... That one gave the fluid dial. Ah, here it is. Alright, so it's on the tiny energy output hatch that had the ember dial then. So let's do this one. And then that tells me at a glance how much power it currently would have stored. I'm assuming that I hook things up to the current transformer for power. That's how that works. And I could like have that going up over there maybe. I'm not entirely certain. But either way, I do need to have some kind of see, that's energy output, fluid input, which is fine. It's the power. It's the, oh, wait a second. This doesn't accept ember crystals. Like, I don't click on it with ember crystals. I have to have ember going into this. So I have to process the ember crystals into ember. Oh. Wow. Not anticipating that. So that implies more items that I have downstairs, which is fine. Yeah, all right. Well, let me go grab some more stuff, and I'll be back. Right, hopefully I have everything that I need, once again, as these trips going up and down are getting a bit tedious. If you have suggestions on how I can best take advantage of the situation and get up and down quicker than my current system, let me know, because the fast tubes are disabled. I'm sure that there are teleportation methods. I think that the Ender book, is it, where is it? Ender book. See, it's a merchant trade, as you can see here. I just don't know how much it is currently without checking out all the merchants. But let's see, I might as well just, oh, this is a different one. It's a blueprint for, oh, for the other machine. I grabbed a moving one, and I brought a chest up here. I figured, you know what? I might as well just do this, because this is where all the stuff was that I had before. I still have the tip sheet for all this. Let's actually put a few Z's in there to get that clear. Is it Control O to clear it? No, that doesn't help. Anyway, no, it doesn't help at all. If you look in here, this was the for down by bedrock, which I still might do this. It looks really cool. But let's put this in here for now. I wanted to keep some ember shards separate for now, but I might as well just use this to keep my inventory from just positively overflowing with stuff. I believe an ember activator should, it's been a very long time since I've played with embers. So you'll have to forgive me. I realize I've done tutorials on it, but that doesn't mean that I remember everything about it. So let's see, this receives things, this emits things. So if I put this on top, I think it still works, even if it's poking out like that. And if I take a little bit of ember, does that just... Yeah, I think I have to use some kind of input, like, what do we have? These are all fluid pipe, item pipes. That's cool. Do I have a hopper in this area? Because I'm or some way of transmitting items. I don't have a way of forcing items to move. That could be a problem. Unless there's something else in that chest. Maybe I have more of the item pipe pieces. Oh, I've got an item extractor. That can work, because then I could use, like this chest, for example, to move things over. It's a fluid tank right now. I'm not too worried about that. Oh, this is going to be a problem, though, because I think it's going to need lava in order for it to work properly. Which, I've built everything out here out of wood, which is probably going to be a problem. And I just lost that one. So let's turn this on. And I will grab some of this stuff, and hopefully we'll be able to get this working. In fact, I just dropped a torch. Let's put that here. This is still probably going to burn, even if I surround it with like metal or something. But I think... Boy, I'm trying to remember how this thing works. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I do remember that you start at the end. So this is the receptor. And... it's not doing anything. Do I need to take this off? There we go. Sneak right click. No. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. So therefore these are now connected if this were to actually start shooting things out. And you'll notice that I'm not like totally freezing to death right away, because I am wearing my scuba suit, which currently has some warming clothes in it, which is kind of nice. And look, there's a machine controller in here and everything. I'm trying to think how best I can do this. I think I've got this thing set up properly. It's just a matter of trying to get it hooked up with other stuff. So if I take these HV coils, can I have this just like kind of hit a relay up on top here? I think I can. Let's go up here, and I could set up a relay over... Oh gosh, I almost electrocuted myself there, and I don't have this in my hand. There we go. So if I put this here, it'd be best if I could put it on a block. Let's put it on a piece of wood. Oh, I can't build up any higher than this. I forgot, this is the maximum height. That was silly. Alright, well let me just try putting this relay here. Maybe I can get some wire from there to there. To there? No. Alright, so it's going to be a little bit more interesting than I anticipated, as it usually is with this stuff. I mean, it's really interesting, the different types of things that I have to work with here. Let's try putting this here. I'm so going to regret this. I have to have the Totem of Undying in my hand at this point. So if I connect this to that's not the proper one to connect it to. I have to connect to another relay, or I don't connect at all. I could put this relay on top of the other one. I don't know if that would work. I've never tried that before. Can I put this on top? Oh, will it allow me to connect one to the other? It does. So if I have this going down there... Oh, it says no. There's a... That's just in the way. So now can I? Oh, crud. Okay. Hold on. Let me actually use the elevator to get up there instead. Nope. Cannot attach this wire here. Oh, right. I was trying to attach it there. Ow. Okay. Yep. That's a zap, and that's right on the elevator too. That's awesome. This is fabulous, and I've totally taken a wrong turn because everything looks identical on my base. Oh crap! That's so low that I'm gonna zap myself coming out here. Totally keeping my Totem of Undying with me now. All right, so I'm gonna need to refresh my memory, which is absolutely horrid, about how to hook this thing up and come back, because obviously this thing's going to be needing to make ember, which is then going to be melted and sent into the ember receptor here. And then I'm probably going to need to have an ender chest coming up here, piping into that, I'm guessing. Because, these are all fluid pipes. Let's put those in there. Item pipes. I'm going to need it to go in, which means that I will need an extractor, item extractor on the other side, like this. And then from that, I can have like a chest, or in this case, it'll be an ender chest, which actually, oh, this is something that I often do, to avoid fires. Because there is going to be lava around this thing at some points. It's often best to surround it like so that it's not going to burn here or there. And then I can put the ender chest here as well, that is connected all the way down to the bottom, and having the embers, ember crystals and shards, being fed into this thing. Possibly after being compressed. I don't know. It's getting really chilly right now, and my screen is starting to get really cold. Yep, there we go. So, let me grab this. Might as well take it with me. I'm going to go downstairs, and I think what we'll do next episode... let me jump back down into the core. There we go, back at home. For next episode, what I'm thinking is that... See, going down isn't nearly as fast as I think it should be. It's terrible. I think that we should be probably working on setting up that automatic setup for this. Maybe we set it up down here. Maybe it needs to be up there and powered. I don't know. I might take a look at this too. And potentially, see, going back up is so fast. Zoom is potentially, this could be a more reliable way of me getting these And, well, maybe a whole bunch of other stuff too. I don't know. I will have to look into this machine itself. Or, maybe we try the blueprint. Set this down, or this, the mechanical power item, this behemoth, and have that down there. Oh, see, now that could be cool. That could be cool. We've got a steam boiler. Combustion chamber, fluid extractor, pipe. This looks absolutely insane. Maybe we mess around with this thing next episode, and we see if we can get this going. Because obviously, I need to have stuff being fed and piped into it. I need to have the ember activator heated so that it can start melting embers. And we can find out if that actually works next episode. Some of you will probably yell at me in the meantime, telling me that it's not going to or whatnot, or that I'm doing things backwards. Hey, it's a thing. It's all a new learning process. And in the meantime, I can at least take these things with me with my moving wand to avoid having to go up and down quite so frequently. But if you guys have been enjoying this series, please be sure to let me know, because I'm considering moving on to another one here in the not too distant future. If you have been enjoying it and would like to see more, please let me know in the comments below. Give me a like, comment. Don't be afraid to spread the mischief to others. Oh man, I hate my rebreather going into my forehead. And don't be afraid to stop by on Twitch. We'll see you guys next time. But it's on my screen.